Today we're looking at the Goldilox from King's X. Ty Tabor. It's got one of those most recognisable sounds ever sort of come out of the 80s. Coming into the 90s, I think, with Dogman, it was just a great sound, but certainly different. It was a collection of albums in the 80s that everyone was like, what is that sound? Not going to talk about that exactly today, but we will follow the tab on screen. That was there before. But today we're going to talk a little bit about how I got the tone, and we'll cover, I suppose, some of the parts. All right, let's talk tone. Okay, so tone, don't have one of those lab series, don't have the Fender Elite with the active preamp or whatever it was. I went a matchless to give a little bit of that chime. Single coils, bridge pickup, a lot of compression I heard as well, and I'm kind of this for a ballpark. Okay, so got a little bit of delay, a little bit of reverb on there as well. It's obviously not identical, but it's in the ballpark. We are in standard tuning as well. So let's talk about that intro. All right, so most of the song is sort of this arpeggiated thing that he's got there. You're starting, it's all based around a B power chord there, just on the 2nd fret on the A string. Then you're going to move your bass note down to G sharp on the 4th fret. Moving to an E, but then you're going to drop your 4th finger that is on the 4th fret D string down to an E. Okay, he will be bringing the F sharp in. Okay, they're kind of the most of the parts of it, so let's play that intro. All right, so those are the arpeggiated chords that are happening sort of on that intro. When the band kicks in, I still hear that clean guitar there as well, and he's obviously got a distorted guitar in there as well. What you can do is you can just kick on a distortion pedal and just sort of play the same thing, I think, and that will sort of get you there. Okay, again, follow the tab for the detail. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the verse. Okay, the verse is certainly a variation on the theme of those chords. So let me play a little bit. Now, I think every time he played it, he's not improvising it, but he doesn't have a sort of a set riff that he's doing for the verse. So it's always sort of picking different rhythms, different sort of notes in the chord with his right hand there. But broadly, this is what you're doing. Okay, yeah, that kind of idea. I tried to tab out exactly what I heard, but if you're playing those chords, a note or two different with your right hand doesn't really matter. Okay, let's talk about the pre-chorus. Pre-chorus, I just changed. I actually changed amps. I think I went to a JMP one, but essentially going same sort of sound, but you're going to kicking on a distortion pedal or going to the dirt channel on your amp, right? Okay, that kind of idea. It's a tricky one to get right as well because the bridge single coil is a bit thinner, but so you still wanted to have sort of a level of fatness in there. But anyway, the main part there, it is a variation on that G minor chord. Okay, so you're playing a sort of G minor 7, and with your pinky, you're going to drop that fourth to a third. Then he's going to go down to an E, but he's got a B power chord on top, and again, he's dropping that same pinky. Okay, again, watch the tab for the exact notes, but just some things to think about there. You just got to. It's interesting. He's such a great riff writer, really, really, really creative. But that's brilliant. And then when he goes into the chorus, it's really the same thing, but with that distorted sound. Okay, that kind of idea. All right, let's quickly talk about the solo. Guitar solo, I kicked on a boost pedal, put some delay on there, but it's the same sound as the distortion. He's coming in with that B octave down here, and then he brings it up onto the B octave up here, and then you're in G sharp minor pentatonic territory. So you've got... Okay, again, think box 1 up here. All right, and you're going to be bending up from this. Okay, that is all G sharp minor pentatonic. Again, check the tabs out. Then he's coming up to the 17th fret here, and he's got a nice bend, and then a chromatic. He moves up a step. Sorry, then he moves up a fret, and then up another fret. Okay, but I hear him, and I tabbed it this way, bringing in the octave on the E. Okay, and then you got a high bend. Okay, then he goes down to the quiet sort of intro again. Anyway, Goldilox from King's X, Ty Tabor, what an amazing player. All right, good luck, see you next time.